Every time you pull out your phone to check a map, ask a virtual assistant a question, or browse the web, you are relying on a specific set of foundational technologies. And all of those seemingly everyday civilian tools share a highly classified origin point. They were originally born inside a United States Pentagon laboratory. When we hear about the U.S. defense budget, a staggering $853 billion, we picture the traditional hardware of warfare, fighter jets, tanks, and massive naval fleets. But there is a huge $140 billion slice of that pie dedicated exclusively to research and development. To put that number in perspective, the military spends an amount equal to the entire economy of Morocco just on thinking about the future. The Pentagon is not trying to build the next big consumer gadget. They are funding the technology needed to maintain battlefield supremacy. In the process, they accidentally act as the world's most heavily funded tech incubator. History provides a clear track record of these accidental civilian breakthroughs. The modern internet started as a communication project for the Department of Defense, and the GPS networks you use to navigate to a new restaurant were built to guarantee precise military troop movements. Even the basic hardware on your desk has roots in this research pipeline. The original computer mouse, along with early voice recognition software, emerged from these same military labs. Modern aviation followed the same path. Hardware like commercial drones started strictly as high-stakes military projects long before they reached the consumer market. Solving complex, expensive military problems inevitably creates a blueprint for technologies that end up altering the way we navigate, communicate, and work. If this research budget bought us the internet and GPS in the past, what exactly is $140 billion buying us today? Right now, the Pentagon is heavily prioritizing artificial intelligence, specifically funding software designed to analyze massive amounts of drone surveillance footage. This schematic shows how their military AI operates. By actively scanning a chaotic field of view, the software draws bounding boxes to categorize distinct objects, separating active targets from background noise. It processes these targeting variables at a speed and scale beyond human capability. On the physical hardware side, the military is actively testing sci-fi weapons, like these ship-based military lasers. They are also pushing unmanned technology into the water, developing autonomous surface vessels and submarines as the next evolution of naval combat. And for the soldiers on the ground, they are building advanced exoskeletons designed to supercharge the human body, allowing troops to carry heavy loads over long distances without fatigue. These technologies are heavily classified and strictly designed for warfare right now, but they are the raw materials that will eventually iterate into the gadgets and services of the next few decades. Imagine a timeline over the next 20 years, watching these battlefield prototypes steadily adapt into the civilian market. The military's AI targeting algorithms will likely be recoded to identify lost hikers instead of enemy combatants, providing a new layer of capability for civilian search and rescue operations. That exact same object recognition logic designed for drone warfare provides the foundational eyes required to make commercial self-driving cars a functional reality on city streets. Those autonomous submarines built to patrol enemy waters will eventually pave the way for commercial deep-sea exploration, and the navigation systems guiding those unmanned naval drones could eventually automate global commercial shipping routes, reducing transport costs across the board. The functional bridge between war and peace is direct. The core logic of the technology remains identical. The only things that change are the specific payload and the target. We will see a similar translation with the physical hardware. A robotic exoskeleton, initially built to carry heavy ammunition on the battlefield, will evolve into a physical therapy device, helping paralyzed individuals walk again. Eventually, those same suits could become standard gear in commercial warehouses and construction sites, aimed at mitigating the physical strain that leads to chronic lifting injuries. Developing foundational hardware and software from scratch is simply too expensive and financially risky for private companies to attempt on their own. The military's massive budget pays the initial prohibitive cost to make science fiction a reality. Eventually, everyday society gets to reap the benefits. What military technology do you think will be the next big thing to hit the civilian market? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.